Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, depending when you're watching this video. I'm going to talk a little bit about consistency, and it's going to be hints, tips, help and advice from somebody who's been on the planet for 40 years. Why should you watch the video? Because you might learn something. It's always better to learn from somebody else's mistakes rather than making the mistake yourself. And if I can accelerate something that you're learning about, then I'm probably going to feel better, and you might even want to share the video because it could be potentially helpful to somebody else that you know. So consistency, why am I going to talk about consistency? In everything that you do, no matter what it is, it could be your relationships, it could be business, it could be your career, it could be your health. I think consistency will outperform being faster or smarter. What do I mean by that? We're in a day and age where we've got the best medical health care. We've got the best amount of knowledge. You know, we're more advanced than any other time before, than any other civilization on planet Earth. However, the rate of obesity is just colossal. I think it's just gone absolutely out of hand. The rate of the rate of depression, the rate of anxiety, the rate of all of these mental illnesses has just skyrocketed. Yet with obesity, we know what's healthy, we know what isn't healthy. With all the mental illnesses that they are, we know how to work with them, we know how to reduce the symptoms, we know how to not feel anxious, we know all of this. We've got thousands of psychologists, sociologists, nutritional people, health experts, health coaches, life coaches, you know, so many different people. But it all comes down to, in my opinion, being consistent. What do I mean by that? If there's 7 days a week, that's 5 fingers. If there's 7 days a week, if you eat healthy and consistently for at least 5 days a week, and then 2 days a week you don't, it's going to be, I feel, you're going to have an okay nutritional balance, and your body weight and things like that, I feel, could be good. Obviously there are exceptions, there are many other factors, I'm simplifying it, but my whole point is about consistency. If you consistently eat well every day, you're gonna be okay. And if you're consistent year after year after year, every 5 years, every decade, then you will stay healthy. But if all of a sudden for 3 years you just eat like mad and don't exercise or anything like that, then obviously you've not maintained the consistency. So that's in terms of your nutrition. Exactly the same with exercise. Now, today, on Monday, I went to the gym and I worked legs. Excuse me. I'm now in November. I consistently drink water. Big bottle to make sure I'm hydrated. So I've been doing a lot of cycling recently. So the last maybe 3 to 6 months, I've done a lot of cycling. You've probably seen the cycling videos. However, I've not been going to the gym and do my other exercises. So with cycling, there's a lot of endurance just on the lower part of my body here. It's all on the legs. I've not done much upper work at all. So with the weather getting cold and grey, I thought, right, let me hit the gym again. So I hit the gym, and it has been, last I went in August, so September, October, November, and now it's December. I've not been for about 3.5, 4 months. So I went, and stupidly, this is a mistake that I make, so learn from this mistake. I went to the gym, and I have in my phone, I've got some notes on what exercise I did, roughly what notes, what reps and what sets. And I went on Monday and I did a leg session, I did lunges, I did squats, I did walking lunges and a couple other exercises on Monday, and I felt kind of okay while doing the exercises. But Tuesday and Wednesday, my legs are in, wow, they are hurting. Like, going up and down the stairs, okay, but when I sit on the toilet, my muscles are tender. When I'm sitting, when I'm standing, when I'm praying, my muscles are tender. So the lesson is there for me. I should have been consistent in it. I should have done a little bit of exercise, and because I wasn't consistent, I've got pains all over my legs. You've got to be consistent at everything you do. Obviously there are exceptions to the rule, but I'm talking about the general rule and consistency. If you're consistent in life, wherever it is, you will reach your goal. Just a very quick note on the weather. It's the first week in December. It was a little bit cold this morning. The car's telling me it's 4 degrees outside. It is kind of muggy and grey and kind of foggy, but it feels kind of crisp and nice. It doesn't feel damp and cold and horrible this morning. So I've kind of talked about being consistent. It's lunchtime and I'm walking up this hill. So what I try and do is, on a regular basis, just go for a walk. And again, people say I don't have time, this, that and the other, but you've got the whole of lunchtime, and there's nothing stopping anybody going for a walk at lunchtime. Obviously, depending on how long you have for lunch, whether you're in an industrial estate or whatever. No. Even if you're in an industrial estate, you can go for lunch. You can go for a walk at lunchtime. Nobody says it has to be far. 10 minutes, a quick little walk around the block, just keeps you consistent. I try and go out the 5 days a week. I'll probably go for a quick walk, maybe 3 days a week, at least. Keeping it consistent is the most important thing though.